Tesla has finally done their homework. They've gotten the paperwork in order, and the first customers who have been able to take advantage of the point of sale tax rebate have now started reporting how it looks in the document page. So if you order a Model Y and you qualify for the federal tax credit, which means if you're single and you live by yourself, you have an income limit of $150,000. If you're the head of the household, meaning that you're taking care of other people, you have dependents, and you're the sole income of the household, that means you can make up to $225,000, and if you are married, filing jointly, you can make up to $300,000 and still qualify for this credit. But if you don't qualify for the credit, boo-hoo, you make too much money. I'm so sorry for you. Yeah, most of Americans, I think, specifically if you're clicking on this kind of video looking for a cheaper Tesla, should qualify, and we're seeing now through the screenshots that you can click yes through the app after you've placed an order, and now the $7,500 is deducted from the purchase price of the vehicle. It's no longer just, a tax return that you gotta wait for until next year, and the cheapest rear-wheel drive Model Y does actually qualify. So that brings down the price before taxes and fees and all that to about $36,490. The Model Y, I feel very confidently now saying this, has never been cheaper, assuming you're under those income limits. But if you follow Sawyer Merritt, he apparently has called the IRS and claimed that even if you're over that income limit, you can still technically take the $7,500 rebate. It's just, there's a good chance the government's gonna want that back next year if they find out that you took a rebate that you didn't officially qualify for. It'd be great if the government doesn't come back asking for that, but I would just go into it assuming they are gonna ask for it back, and, worst case scenario, I guess you got a $7,500 loan from the federal government for a year. So this definitely makes the Model Y far more affordable, but I should mention that entry-level model, the one that's now kind of starting under $37,000, Tesla did recently make some changes to it. So it used to have the same audio system that you would find in the long range and performance Model Y, but most recently it sounds like Tesla has skimmed down on the audio performance a little bit. There used to be those 13 speakers, and they've removed about 6, including the subwoofer, and it's not really reflected on Tesla's order page, so I'm not sure when this change is going into effect, but there's a good chance if you order today that the rear-wheel drive Model Y you get might not have the same sound system as the long range. But this is not unheard of for Tesla. Basically, the 7-speaker sound system is the same partial premium sound system that they put in the rear-wheel drive Model 3. That's the exact same sound system I have in my Tesla, and in the past people have complained that when I'm doing comparison videos I don't talk more about the speaker systems, and the truth is, it's because I don't notice a huge difference. I've been in my friends' cars with immersive audio and the subwoofer and the 13 speakers, and of course I've used my car the most, and it only has the 7 speakers without the subwoofer, and honestly they both sound great. That's the reason I don't draw a lot of attention to it. It's just because I don't think it's a deal maker or a deal breaker. Yeah, if you're really listening closely and you're an audiophile, you might be able to detect a little bit of a difference, but don't act like that 7-speaker sound system is bad by any means. It still gets plenty loud, still has a ton of thump, honestly still has a ton of bass. I don't think you should factor that into your purchase decision. It's a car at the end of the day. I just figured I should mention it before people get mad that I'm not bringing it up sooner. But the other weird thing about this announcement is that the 2023 Model Y rear-wheel drive does not qualify for some reason. We still can't really get an answer as to why from the IRS, but it's not listed on the website as one of the qualifying models. However, the 2024 Model Y rear-wheel drive does qualify. So you have to buy the vehicle new anyway to get the full $7,500 credit, and you can find Model Ys in inventory that Tesla has applied some discounts on because they're not the 2024 Model Y, and thankfully they seem to be disclosing it at least. So if you pull up a rear-wheel drive Model Y that was built last year, it says specifically does not qualify for the tax credit. But if you're really on a budget and you're upset about Tesla removing the speakers and, having less range on that rear-wheel drive model, and of course it's not lithium iron phosphate, so you can't charge it to full every single day without a little bit more degradation. The best deals I've seen personally have to be if you go into Tesla's existing inventory, which yes, you can still use a referral referral code like the one in the description on inventory models. That doesn't mean used. Some of them are demo models, but there still are straight up brand new Model Ys in inventory with discounts that I believe should still qualify for the $7,500 tax rebate. And that's where I think you're gonna find the best deals, because I was looking around in there. They might go fast, so I don't know how long they'll be available, but you can find brand new long-range Model Ys. They don't come in the new stealth gray color option, so you have to live with the discontinued midnight silver, metallic, boohoo, whatever. It's the exterior of the car. You're not going to be staring at it all that much. Wrap it if you care that much, but yeah, you can find the long-range Model Ys, which should go over 300 miles per charge. They should charge over 250 kilowatts, and they still qualify for the $7,500 tax credit, and you'll find a few inventories with discounts that are around the $44,000 price. That's the same starting price as the brand new rear-wheel drive Model Y, but you can't be as picky if you're buying from inventory, of course, because they don't have every trim and every configuration you may be looking for, but the cheapest ones obviously are going to have the smaller tires, black interior, midnight silver exterior, and that's where I think the real deals are, because I think if I'm reading everything correctly, with those inventory discounts on top of the federal incentives, we're looking at still like a $37,000 Model Y that's all-wheel drive, that can charge up to 250 kilowatts and still has an 80 kilowatt-hour battery pack on the inside. I have not seen the deals for Tesla's been this good in a long time, and of course the main reason the Model Y is now the cheapest Tesla is, sadly, as cool as the new Model 3 is, it does not qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit. But if you're not factoring in incentives, yes, the Model 3 rear-wheel drive still technically has the lower overall purchase price. Tesla's charging still $39,000 for those right now. If you're willing to go used though, Hertz has been selling some rental cars which have a lot of miles on them, and because they're rental cars, they probably aren't in great condition, but Hertz has been selling some options for sub $20,000, and I think those should also qualify for like a $4,000 used EV tax credit. So if you don't care about the condition of the car, or maybe having a lot of battery degradation on them, then you might be able to find some really cheap used Model 3s through Hertz. And if these deals sound really, really good and you're very, very tempted to upgrade, then there's also some advantages to waiting, I should add. It's not the end of the world to wait a little bit longer, because at least according to Bloomberg and a lot of rumors going around, the Project Juniper refresh is currently in development. It'll probably launch in China first, I'm guessing near the end of this year, and that's when they're going to bring all of the cool new Highland Model 3 features to the Model Y. That would involve the ventilated seats, the ambient lighting, the improved sound, the updated headlights and rear tail lights, and who knows, maybe by next year Tesla will have enough time to kind of roll out the 48-volt architecture we saw on the Cybertruck to newer vehicles like the Model Y. I would love it if the Model Y got like a huge refresh from the ground up, you know, with steer-by-wire so we didn't have to do the hand-over-hand motions like people don't have to on the Cybertruck, and of course the 48-volt architecture should increase range with better efficiency and make manufacturing it a little bit more scalable. Also, the Cybertruck got power share. It would be awesome if we could get something like that on the Model Y, but that's all speculation. But my point is, there's stuff to look forward to in the future. If you're willing to wait longer, you'll probably get a better overall product. When will the Juniper refresh come to the United States? Who knows? It could be a year, it could be 2 years. It's going to be a lot harder to refresh though, I can tell you that much, because the Model Y is currently Tesla's bread and butter, so shutting down the assembly lines for the Model Y is going to be quite challenging and very costly on Tesla's end, and Tesla's been known to refresh the Model Y a lot faster in brand new factories like Giga Shanghai, but a lot of Model Ys in the United States are still built at Fremont, and then you've also got Giga Texas in there, so refreshing the Model Y might take some time, but I'm just trying to tell you, don't fret, there will still be cool things around the corner if you want to wait. But if you're not interested in waiting and you don't care too much about the ambient lighting or the ventilated seats, then congratulations, because the Model Y has never been cheaper than it is right now, and that rear-wheel drive Model Y in particular is just an incredible value, because we've seen evidence in the wild of it charging much faster than what Tesla claims on the website, and as long as you got NACS, I think you're gonna have a decent road trip experience. But what do you guys think of the tax credit and the Model Y now becoming the cheapest Tesla of all time? Feel free to let me know down in the comments below, and thank you to everybody supporting this channel directly. Seriously, helps us out a ton, as does just watching these videos. So thanks again, have an excellent rest of your day.